I earlier mentioned music, even though we cannot define it, but still for people to understand a little bit basic, it's a form that is created out of sounds, maybe from vocal cords or from an instrument or anything for that matter. And the form is made in such a way that it sounds pleasurable to our ears. And मैं मानती हूँ कि not necessarily always pleasurable, it can also be not pleasurable, but for me, it's a form where you can hear something with which it can trigger some kind of emotions within. हम जब कोई गाना सुनते हैं, हमें रोना भी आ सकता है. अगर हम कोई गाना सुने तो हमें खुशी भी हो सकती है, हम हंस भी सकते हैं. प्यार भी आ सकता है, जैसे मैं गाना सुन के प्यार भी आ सकता है. कुछ भी, any kind of emotion can be triggered or feelings can be triggered with music, with the help of music. और वो क्यों होता है? वो होता है, there are many scientific explanations to that. It's because we say na vibe. What is vibe? Vibrations. So some kind of vibrations, which is basically our waves, they trigger some kind of feelings and emotions within us. इसलिए, as a musician, as a vocalist, or even a musician who's playing an instrument, especially us vocalists, it is extremely important, जो भी language में हम गा रहे, somehow what we are trying to say, whether हम words डाल के गा रहे, या लाला करके गा रहे, या हम करके गा रहे, somehow we'll have to make sure that whatever the emotion that we are trying to communicate to our audience, to the listeners, that comes through properly. And there are so many aspects that play in justifying a song emotionally. इसलिए बहुत बार हम जब recordings करते हैं, they many a times do not care कि हाँ थोड़ा pitch off हुआ, doesn't matter, but बहुत अच्छा expression आया. हमेशा यही होता है. So they will always prioritize expression. Our composers, me myself, if I make a song, अगर मैं वो गा भी रही हूँ, मेरे लिए भी most important thing is expression. और ये पता है कब हुआ? For me, I realized it when I actually came to Mumbai and I started recording for our film songs. Because films, in Bollywood films, you have to over-express sometimes so that it comes across. Otherwise, वो expression खो जाता है. So you have to tend to over-express a song. Now, how do you decide what kind of expressions you have to give? Thankfully for us, जब हम एक words के साथ गाना गाते हैं, जब हम वो words को समझते हैं, we know that okay, हमें तुमसे प्यार हुआ. So I know that I'm confessing, I'm saying that I love you. So it cannot be an angry expression. It has to be a very endearing and loving expression. So it has to be smooth maybe. You can't give anger and aggression to it. That will be very weird usually. And also it depends on what pitches and everything is. But expressions for me initially was, मैं सोची थी सुर में गा दिया तो हो गया. Then मुझे लगता है इनके गाने इतने अच्छे सुनाई दे रहे, मेरे ऐसे क्यों सुनाई दे रहे? It's sounding like a weird dead woman is singing. Why is it? Because I didn't know how to express. Then मुझे लग रहा है मैं express कर रही हूँ, but why is it not happening? Then over the years, for me what happened was, I think I grew as a person. There are technicalities with which it helps, but somehow for me, technicalities जब मैंने अपने गुरुओं से सीखा था, they had taught me how to take care of my voice. They taught me how to be in pitch, in tempo, and have amazing projection or soften my voice, play with my textures. But for me, I think experiences in my life, you learn every single day from everything that you see. किसी और का emotion देख के भी you learn something. And all those things that we are picking up from different people, animals, this, that, even the mountains or the sea, you see and you evolve as a human being, and that really helps. It helped for me to become a more expressive person. उससे क्या होता है ना, एक अजीब सा connection होता है जिसका मेरे लिए कोई, I don't know how to explain that, कि वो आया कैसे. वही magic है of music. There are certain things that you just can't explain in music, and when you're singing, you just can't explain in a scientific way how it happened, but it happens. It's also इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अब आज अगर आप दुखी हो तो आप खुशी वाला गाना नहीं गा सकते. तब क्या आता है ना, तब टेक्निकलिटी आता है कि okay, I have to, like how actors have to, if you're sad, it doesn't mean that you cannot give a happy scene. उसके लिए the learning process will help a bit. But for me, always I go back to some memory of mine and I take it out, and vocally I try to express that. Another thing is that when we sing, अगर हम बहुत ही ज़्यादा confident है ना अपने सुर ताल ये सब लेके, we don't have to think about those things. A very important thing that I do when I record a song is I memorize the lyrics. जैसे हम एक एज एन एक्टर डायलॉग मेमोराइज करते हैं, आप कोई भी होनहार एक्टर को पूछेंगे, सो दे विल से दैट ऐसे डायलॉग्स ईदर दे नो द पॉइंट्स और दे विल मेमोराइज द डायलॉग इन सच अ वे दैट वो नस में आ जाता है, वो भूलते नहीं है। तो हमें उस पर कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं करना पड़ता है। सो आई डू दैट आई मेमोराइज माई लिरिक्स सो दैट मैं जब बोल रही हूँ, मैं शब्दों से एक्सप्रेस कर रही हूँ, वो सुर मुझे याद है, वो वर्ड्स मुझे याद है, मुझे ज्यादा सोचना नहीं पड़ रहा है। माई मसल मेमोरी, my memory is automatically doing that. My vocal cords are automatically singing those tunes. My mind is automatically saying those words. उसके बाद मेरा I can focus on expressing those words as an actor, as a musician. So मैंने बहुत कुछ बोल दिया. Bottom line is, जब आप naturally खुश नहीं feel कर रहे हो, then your technicalities will help you maybe emote that emotion which you're not feeling at that point of time. But otherwise, I always tend to go and dig into my past memories and try and replicate that kind of happiness or that kind of sadness. And obviously, I play with vocal texture. So कुछ शब्दों को softly बोलेंगे, मुझे पता है कि ये emotion निकल जाएगा उससे. कुछ शब्दों को जोर से proper full chest voice से throw करूंगी तो मुझे पता है कि उसका वो sensibility आपको खुद develop करना है. उसके लिए आपको खुद एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग यू हैव टू इवॉल्व. सो देयर आर मेनी फैक्टर्स टू एक्सप्रेशंस. मैं एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत गाना है जो सचिन एंड जिगर दे हैड कंपोज्ड, दे फैंटास्टिक, एक्सट्रीमली टैलेंटेड फॉर दिस फिल्म कॉल्ड मेरी प्यारी बिंदु. आई पर्सनली लव दिस ट्यून अ लॉट. और इस गाने में बोलते हैं ना, यू लर्न एवरी सिंगल टाइम यू सिट विद अदर म्यूजिशियंस, यू लर्न सो मच. उधर मैंने एक डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ लाइक वी ट्राइड आउट अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट टोन. They made me sing in a register, in a scale, जिसमें मैं कभी पहले मतलब किसी ने मुझे उसमें एक्सप्लोर नहीं किया था. And that time it was, so मैं समझाती हूँ, जब हम एक comfortable scale में गाते हैं, हमारे for suppose for you it is C# is a comfortable scale. So आपको ना उसमें शब्द बोलने में, हर तरीके के expressions देने में आसानी होगी, आपको लगेगा आपको आसानी हो रही. So it will sound in a certain way, in one song will sound in a certain way in that pitch. These guys made this song and I personally love it because they are such fantastic musicians. They knew कि इस गाने को हम lower scale में करते, तो they made me sing in a scale which is much lower than my comfort zone. तो वहां पर मुझे सोच के सुर लगाना पड़ता है because सारे octaves तो मैं hit नहीं कर सकती हूँ. My range is 3 octaves. उसमें से in the lower octave के भी नीचे they were trying to make me sing, but they wanted me. They knew how they wanted the expressions of the song to be, so they made me whisper. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसी गाने में मैं थोड़ा हायर ले रही हूँ, इतनी बात करूँ गला चढ़ गया. শোন কখনো কিছু বলছে মন মেলে ডানা তুই কানে কানে জীবনের মানে. So you might not be able to hear me only what I'm saying. I'm sure उधर बैठ के उनको सुनाई नहीं दे रहा मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ. But for me, it's very less throw, but the expression is exactly what they wanted, and it sounds the way it sounds with full clarity. और वो recording में हम लोग कर सकते हैं. So it's very difficult for me to sing this song live unless there's proper silence. So ये गाना हम लोग live में ले भी नहीं पाते. But what I'm trying to say is, हम जब expressions और emotions की बातें करते हैं, it is lot of factors play in it. एक तो composer or the composition of the song. It also has to gel well with the words if there are words in the song. And then क्योंकि अगर आप खुशी वाले गाने में it's a different tune, there are different notes, there are different chords. वो सब तो चलो the composition part of the song. But when deciding on the scale, deciding on कौन से pitch में आप गा रहे हो, that also plays an important part. Like I took this example is because अगर मैं ये higher scale में लेती तो ये whispery वाला वो feel ही नहीं आता जो इनको चाहिए था. It was very intimate. So the idea was कि the girl is like literally whispering in your ears and singing. तो वो अगर मैंने high pitch में लेती ना तो वो होता ही नहीं वैसा. It wouldn't have sounded, or mid octave में लेती तो it wouldn't have sounded like that. So that's one thing I learned in that recording, that yes, I can play with whatever my throw is in that voice. I can still play with my emotions and expressions there. I had to figure out a way to express what the composers they wanted me to express. और उन्होंने बहुत help किया था मुझे, इसलिए हो भी पाया था ये गाना. Then again, then there are songs like एक movie आई थी फन्ने खान बोल के, उसमें तेरे जैसा तू है मेरी जैसी मैं हूँ तेरे जैसा तू है मेरे जैसी मैं हूँ. मैंने भी ये लोअर स्केल में लिया, but this was like a full powerful song, and the वो throw was like full chest voice में. I had to give it all out. Like I had to, उधर सांस लगी थी मुझे. I had to literally stand and take the breath and जोर लगा के गाना पड़ा मुझे. So and I cannot imagine that throw for तेरे जैसा तू. उस गाने में मैं खोल दे बाहें वाला throw सोच ही नहीं सकती. It's just not, there's no scope in that song for this. So it's always up to you how you can emote. Best thing is that अगर आप options दे सकते हो. क्या होता है ना, even as an actor when you give a line, there are different ways you can say one line. With the same emotion also you can say one line in different ways. Similarly गाने में भी ट्रायल एंड एरर करते करते एक ऐसा टाइम आएगा जब हम बोलते हैं कि ये गाना भी बैठ गया अपने अंदर. सो जब गाना बैठ जाता है अंदर, व्हेन यू नो दैट दिस इज व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, वो जितना नेचुरली आप बोलोगे, नॉट हैमिंग योर एक्सप्रेशंस बट नेचुरली यू से इट, उतना बिलीवेबल होता है. एंड या सो व्हेन आई गेट अ सॉन्ग आई ट्राई टू पुट माई सेल्फ इन इट कि अगर मैं ऐसी होती तो मैं अगर ये ऐसे बोलती हूँ, अगर मेरा ऐसा एक्सेंट है, अगर ये बहुत कुछ सोच के फिर it's some we try and click an expression और वो करते करते हो जाते हैं. More you do, more you can get into. Some songs will be easy, some songs won't be that easy to express, but it's a phenomenal process, and that's the kick that we get out of doing this.